Welcome to Bluegrass 101. We are doing the song Some Old Day. This was originally recorded by, well, it was originally recorded by the Rouse Brothers, Jack and Ervin Rouse. Ervin wrote the song, wrote the lyrics to Orange Blossom Special, and his brother, Jack, wrote this song. But when Flatt and Scruggs recorded it, they said that Certain and Stacey were the writers, and Certain and Stacey are the maiden names to Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs' wives, Louise Flatt, or Louise Scruggs, and Stacey Flatt. The reason is likely because of finances and all of that sort of stuff. They Certain and Stacey were kind of the pen names for a lot of Flatt and Scruggs songs. But this song was not written by them. It was written by Jack Rouse. It was just, they took credit, which happened back then. We're going to do the song in the original key that it was recorded in by Flatt and Scruggs, and they recorded it in F. Now, likely they recorded it playing out of E position, because they used to tune their instruments a half step up. But we're not going to do that. I'm not going to tune my instrument up a half step. Eventually they stopped doing it because it was hard on the necks of their instruments. But yeah, so a lot of their songs, if you're playing along to them, they'll be like sometimes in G sharp, and you are like D and G and C sharp and stuff like this, and you're wondering why that is. Well, it's because they used to tune up a half step until like late 50s, I think they switched. So let's, with all that ado, we're going to go through and learn how this song is played and sung. And we're going to at first do it, the version of Flatt and Scruggs, and then we're going to go into J.D. Crowe and the New South. And it's quite a bit different, melody-wise and definitely harmony-wise. But let's learn, first off, good old Lester. This does have a 2 chord in it. And if you're playing this shape, the D shape, the off chord is going to be the E shape. And if I'm doing it in F, just the off shape is, or the actual chord is G. So it's F, G. Okay, so, let's go. We'll make it pretty slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've been working all in the rain, tied to a dirty old ball and chain. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some old day you'll wait for me and pray. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Oh dear mother, I've hurt you so. I've been cruel to you, I know. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Tell my brother, my sister, my dad, tell the friends that I've had. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some old day you'll wait for me and pray. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. So that is the bare roots of that song. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da, 4 chord and the 1. Oh dear, 1, 2 and the 5. Okay. Some interesting vocal things that he's doing here. The one, which the Bluegrass album, or J.D. Crowe and the New South, I always think it's the Bluegrass album band, but it's J.D. Crowe and the New South that recorded this song. What Flatt and Scruggs did is a really weird timing thing in the chorus. They hold that some old day. They don't hold it for a normal, they cut it off halfway through a bar, because typically bars are set up in 4 beats. They go 6 and then go into the next bit. It's a bit of a crooked tune, they call it. Some old day until I'll wait for me and pray. So we're going to do it that way because that's the way Flatt and Scruggs did it. I'm going to make sure that I'm counting in my head because I muck it up every now and again, but that is the way they do it. Some old day, wait for me and pray. So remember that. Just a sec. I want to make sure that everybody is logging in here correctly. Okay, we're good. Everybody can hear well? Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay. Apologies. So that is the one thing that Flatt and Scruggs do. Also, the way that Lester Flatt sings this is quite interesting. He does, I've been working all in the rain. He drops off ever so slightly on the first one. I've been working all in the rain, tied to a dirty old ball and chain. And then a bit of a yodel on the second part. I've been working all in the rain, tied to a dirty old ball and chain. Oh dear mother, I'll come home. And then he drops really low. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some old day, you'll wait for me and pray. I messed that up. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. The last thing I'm going to talk about this as I sing this is how long you have to hold these notes for. I've been working all in the rain, tied to a dirty ball and chain. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Hold that day out forever because Flatt and Scruggs did this harmony all the way through as a duet, which is really, really cool. So that being said, we'll play it once through with all the breaks in it and give everybody a chance to do a break. They did a full dobro break on this, and then the next break that they do, they split fiddle and dobro again, I believe. Banjo doesn't take a break in this, which is quite rare for even if it's in the key of F. Usually the banjo is doing something, but not in this song. Not even the mandolin either on the Flatt and Scruggs version. So yeah. Let's do this. Okay. You guys are going to, we're going to do all the breaks. 1, 2, 3. Da, 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 da. I've been working all in the rain, tied to a dirty old ball and chain. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some old day, wait for me and pray. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day that turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Nice spray. Oh dear mother, I hurt you so. I've been cruel to you, I know. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Tell my brother, my sister, my dad, tell the friends, best friends that I've had. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some old day, wait for me and pray. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Okay, so that is the full song, full stop. Let's do the harmony through this because the harmony is so cool. Curly Seckler is doing the harmony on this and he strips it away. So instead of following exactly, he is parking on some notes. So he's going, I've been working all in the rain. Stays on that note. I've been working all in the rain, tied to a dirty old ball and chain. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Home some old day. He's doing a real cool thing there. He's going. So he's doing a like a chromatic run. And that note is that note, which is an A7. So he's going. He's singing a not an A, well, A7 relative to the capo. So important as a guitar player, mandolin player, banjo player that you're not playing an A7. You're not going because you want the vocals to carry that A7 so beautifully and create all that tension that resolves when it hits that final root chord. So I've been working all in the rain, tied to a dirty old ball and chain. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. That's a nasty da, 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 da. That is a half step, so it's kind of a nasty dumb some old day. Oh dear mother, I'll Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some old day. So you're parked on this note. So that note is both in the D chord, D shape, and G shape chords. So you can stay on that note. Some old day, you'll wait for me and pray. You're staying on that same note, that whole 2 lines. Some old day, you'll wait for me and pray. Oh, dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Now it's the same. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh, dear mother, I'll come home some old day. So let's hear what that fully sounds like. We're going to record the lead. 1, 2, 3. I've been working all in the rain, tied to a dirty old ball and chain. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some old day, you'll wait for me and pray. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. My sister and my mom just posted, great song choice, of course, because they're talking about me coming home and telling my mom that I'm coming home. One day I will be home. All right now though. Okay, so that's the lead. So when I'm thinking about the harmony, I have to think about what note I'm starting with. Amen. I'm starting Amen. Okay, let's hear what that harmony sounds like. I'll move the mic just a hair so that I can pick up the microphone off the computer. So I just recorded the lead on Audacity, a free program that you can download from the net, and I'm going to be singing along with it. 1, 2, 3. I've been working all in the rain, tied to a dirty old ball and chain. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some old day, you'll wait for me and pray. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Let's do that again. I was pitching just a hair. I was thinking about what he's doing. I should be thinking, because, and this is really important, first off, there is no backup singer in bluegrass. You are singing lead, or you're singing tenor, or you're singing baritone, and you're singing it at the same volume. All three, it's this wall of vocals. You don't back off just because you're singing tenor or lead, unless you have a way more powerful voice than the person that's singing. So you might have to back off to match them, but you don't back off to be lower than them. Never, never. So let's do that again. And because he's going down sometimes, I have to kind of disconnect from the lead voice, because I'm going to want to pitch down, but I'm parking on a lot of those same notes. So I have to keep all of that in mind too. Think of that starting note. I've been working all in the rain, tied to a dirty old ball and chain. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some old day you'll wait for me and pray. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. It is a really cool harmony line when you can get it right. And because sometimes I'm singing a baritone above, so I'm singing the fifth above the root. Sometimes I'm singing the third above the root. So sometimes I'm singing tenor, sometimes I'm singing high baritone, sometimes I'm actually an octave in the one spot where he goes down really low, I'm an octave, but always at the end, it always resolves to this beautiful root third, which is so nice, the natural tenor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you all a chance to sing the lead along with me. So I'm going to be singing the harmony to this and allowing you guys to take all of the breaks, and let's go through this. This is the Flatt and Scruggs version of Some Old Day. 1, 2, 3. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some old day you'll wait for me and pray. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Solo instruments. I've been cruel to you, I know. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some day. Tell my brother, my sister, my dad, tell the dear friend that I've had. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some old day, wait for me and pray. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, Ah, some nice singing out there. Nailing the lead. If I could only hit the harmony as well as you guys were hitting the lead. That is the Flatt and Scruggs version of it. Now we're going to change keys. We're going to go to the key of G, and we're going to talk about the Bluegrass Album Band, or the Bluegrass Album Band, J.D. Crowe and the New South. This was recorded by J.D. Crowe and the New South on the Rounder 0044 album, also known as the Brown album. It's a self-titled J.D. Crowe album, and the New South, but there was another self-titled J.D. Crowe and the New South album that was released before this, so there's all sorts of confusion. But this is the one that really changed the landscape at the time of what bluegrass music was about. It was innovative, but it also had extremely strong roots in the tradition of bluegrass. And of course, it had just an amazing lineup of Ricky Skaggs, Tony Rice, J.D. Crowe, Bobby Hicks. Jerry Douglas was doing dobro on it. Yeah, just a phenomenal lineup of musicians. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about how Tony Rice sang this song. So first off, right off the bat, I've been working all in the rain. He doesn't go up. I've been working all, he's not doing that. I've been working all in the rain, tied to a dirty old ball and chain. Oh, dear mother, I'll come home some old day. So he's not pitching really down low there. I've been working all in the rain, tied to a dirty ball and chain. Oh, dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh, dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some old day, you wait for me and pray. Oh, dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh, dear mother, I'll come home some old day. I have Lester Flatt ringing in my ears. I have to change my mindset to Tony Rice on this song. So first off, that weird timing thing that they did in the chorus, got rid of. Gonna hold that. Some old day, you'll wait for me and pray. And pray has two notes. Pray. Lester Flatt did not do that second note. He just hit that first note right off the bat. Really matters when we're doing the harmony. Some old day, you'll wait for me and pray. Oh, dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh, dear mother, I'll come home some old day. So really think about those changes, but also hold those notes. And Tony Rice did not flatten, especially on the chorus, because the chorus is where there's three-part harmony. And unlike Lester Flatt, there is no harmony in the verses on the J.D. Crowe and the New South. And then the second verse that he's doing, he does all sorts of like weird syncopation. He's changing where the timing is on everything. And so he's doing like, oh, dear mother, I hurt you so. I've been cruel to you, I know. Oh, dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Tell my brother, my sister, my dad, they're the best friends I've ever had. Oh, dear mother, I'll come home some old day. So kind of this really bluesy, best friends I've ever had. really weird little timing thing in there and a weird little phrasing. So you can have a lot of fun on the second verse when you're doing it. But let's get right into the harmonies. So the harmony on this is only on the verse. And because we're doing it in 3-part harmony, you're getting away from all of those parking on the right notes. You're matching the lead as in the appropriate note that provides the harmony. So, some old day, you'll wait for me and pray. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. So no longer this weird cool pitch to the A7. Dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some old day. You'll wait for me and pray. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. So that, let's hear how this sounds recorded. This is recording the lead for the chorus. 1, 2, 3. Some old day you'll wait for me and pray. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Okay, now we're going to add a second track. And we're going to do the tenor to this. 1, 2, 3. Some old day you'll wait for me and pray. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Okay, relatively close to what the harmony is supposed to be on that. Enough that we can get an idea. 1, 2, 3. A bit of a timing error in that. Let's see if I can get it close. 1, 2, 3. Some old day you'll wait for me and pray. Yeah, that note, he parks on the same note. I kind of dipped down a little bit and then remembered that I was supposed to be on the same note. So if I was doing this a lot, I would fix that, but I don't have to worry about it. So we have the third above it. We have the lead. So we have this note. Sorry. We have this note. We have this note. We have to park on this note. Some old day, you'll wait for me and pray. So this is baritone, and it has all of these weird intervals in this. Some old day, you'll wait for me and pray. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose. Sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty, dirty, dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Oh, okay, let's get that right. Some old day, you'll wait for me and pray. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day, some old day. There we go. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this. Today they'll turn me loose. Today they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Some old day, they'll wait for me and pray. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Let's get that again. Some old day, some old day, you'll wait for me and pray. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. 1, 2, 3. Some old day, you'll wait for me and pray. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. There we go. Okay, so what we're going to do in this is we're going to record the Bluegrass, the J.D. Crowe and the New South version. Now on this one, instead of a full break at the beginning, they do a turnaround. I've been working all in the rain. So if you were finding that the last song that we were singing, the version that we were singing in the key of F was a little too low, you're going to enjoy this version because it's in G, so it's pitched a little higher. If you were finding that this is too high, sing the baritone part instead of singing the lead. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the lead open so you out there can sing the lead, and I'm going to be singing the tenor. And I'm also going to be leaving all of these breaks. First one is a turnaround. The second one is a full break. And in the Bluegrass album, in the J.D. Crowe and the New South version, they do a split break, fiddle and dobro, if I remember correctly. But you can take all the breaks. You can sing all the lines. You're the princess and prince of Bluegrass right now. So let's do J.D. Crowe in the New South, Some Old Day. And I will give you a little bit of lead in when the verses happen. And let me get the verses so that I can actually read all the verses. There we go. I'm just adjusting things. Apologies. As I said, if you guys have questions, hopefully my screen is refreshing all the time. I know sometimes it doesn't, but Let me just make sure. Yeah, sure. Looks good. Okay, let's do this song. Let's do it up. 1, 2, 3.
Sweet day that turned me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day.
Solo.
Some old day, you wait for me and pray. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day that turned me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day.
Okay, so that is the lead, or that is the tenor, but it's no fun to sing this song without the baritone of J.D. Crowe. So let's get a little bit of banjo on this. Okay, I'm in, so I'm playing out of the key of G, and I'll be trying to do as many J.D. Crowe licks in this as I can, because that's where the fun is. Adding a second track. As I said, I am using a program called Audacity. It is free. They pay me nothing. I just really like the program. You can slow down stuff, change the pitch, and record on it, and record multiple tracks. So I'm going to be singing the baritone.
You wait for me and pray. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day.
There we go. Okay, I got it in my head. Let's record her up. 1, 2, 3.
I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Solo. Some old day you'll wait for me and pray. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day.
Okay, we have guitar, banjo.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, it's a little loud, so I'll bring that down a little bit in it. But just for fun, and because we have time, I'm going to add the mandolin part, and I'm going to sing the lead. So because this is like the third time that we've gone through this, this is a great opportunity for you to try another part. So if you've never sung before, if you've dropped a pick before, you can always pick up the pick. No, if you've never sung before, this is a great opportunity to sing, especially during COVID. No one can hear you. Sing really loud. If you've never played the mandolin before. It's a great opportunity to try something different. If you've never taken a break before, take a break. Just see, play really loud, hear those notes when they're right and hear those notes when they're wrong and see if you can correct them. This is an opportunity to practice, and that's kind of what the whole concept of this Bluegrass 101 is. Instead of going through a song once, going through it multiple times and working on those. I post these up on YouTube as well afterwards. You can go to the Bix Mix Boys, and on my channel there's Bluegrass 101, all of the songs that we've ever done. You can slow it down in YouTube without changing the pitch. You can work on different parts, reverse it, play it over and over again, and it provides a great opportunity. Or go to the original recording and play along with it as well. That's almost better. It is a lot better. But let's see how the, I'm going to see if I can remember. There we go.
1, 2, 3. Where we up to, so I didn't prove to you I know. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet daddy'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some old day you'll wait for me and pray. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. So oh dear mother, I've hurt you so. I've been cruel to you, I know. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Tell my brother, my sister, my dad, the best friend I've ever had. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some old day. You wait for me and pray. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day. Some sweet day they'll turn me loose from this dirty old calaboose. Oh dear mother, I'll come home some old day.
Oh, well, that is Bluegrass 101. And as mentioned, you know, this is a great opportunity to practice. And Audacity is a wonderful program to record yourself and then play against yourself. Not only are you playing against yourself, but you're hearing yourself, which can be very, very humbling sometimes. But while it's very, very difficult during this time to be able to play with others, it is a great opportunity to play with yourself. Thank you guys for all tuning into Bluegrass 101. We are here every Wednesday doing a bluegrass song and talking about some of the harmonies and what makes it interesting. And I'm really missing all you guys and wish we could play in person. But until then, keep your hands and your picking clean, and we will see you very, very soon. And yeah, love you all. Take care. Thank you guys all.